Hello, friends. Welcome back. Welcome back to the North Pole. South Florida, Miami. It is quite cold here in Miami. We dipped down into the 40s last night. I know that's not very cold, but being that we were just in Seattle and it was in the 40s, so this is extremely unusual for our area. I did wish that we would get some cold weather. We finally arrived. One thing that does help with the cold weather is brewing some coffee and having coffee. So why don't we go ahead and do that? Today we're going to brew that Bernardina. I'm going to try to speed up the brew time and get it to right around 3 minutes. And we're also going to pull a shot of that Starbucks coffee. I'm going to make a cappuccino with it and see how it is for milk base. So let's have some coffee. Let's warm things up. I hope everyone's staying safe, staying warm out there. Hopefully I'm keeping you company. Maybe you're having some coffee here with me, and let's get the show on the road. All right, so let me show you guys the setup. I have the scale charging. By the way, the 2 Time More scales that I have, they're both rechargeable, so that makes it nice and easy. The battery lasts a really long time too, a really long time. But being that this scale last time didn't want to time my shots, I'm pretty upset with it. So I'm giving it an extra charge just to make sure it wasn't that. Although it said the battery was full. So, but anyway, we'll see. I have the kettle all warmed up. It's funny how this kettle has so many fans. It is a pleasure using it. It's holding right now at 98. Now we're gonna brew today that Bernardina. Being a light roast, I do want to use a little extra heat, so it's 98 degrees Celsius. That's just right below the boiling point. And we have everything set up for today's brewing. Give you guys a look there. Let's go ahead and dose out some coffee to do a pour over. I've been keeping the Bernardina in here in one of these little fellow canisters that make a vacuum seal to just kind of help to keep it fresh. I've had it already for a while, and I want to keep it as fresh as possible. So we don't have a lot of it left. We'll see what we could do with it today. Man, so we finally got a snap of cold weather here in Florida. It's a rare thing. It does make the end of the year a lot funner when it does happen though. It's nice to get at least a few days of a nice cold front. All right, we're gonna dose out 20 grams. All right, 20 grams right on the dot. You know, let me show you guys the difference between this coffee, the Bernardina, and what we brewed last time. And we're gonna make a shot with this today too. I'm gonna try to slow this down a little bit today to see what happens with it. Although it was delicious, it was absolutely delicious and spot on last time. But I'm gonna try to slow it down a little bit more for milk base and see what happens. But let me show you the difference as far as how much lighter the Bernardina is. All right, so there you see both of them. I'm gonna take a picture so you could really take a good look. But you can see how the Bernardina is like much lighter. Although the other one is still, I would consider it a medium to light, more on the light side, but the Bernardina side like way lighter. So let's go ahead and that's my 20 grams there. Let's go ahead and do a brew with the Origami. Again, we're gonna go with the usual recipe, 20 grams in, 300 grams out, so a 1:15 ratio. We do 3 pours, and it should take about 3 minutes, hopefully. All right, so here we go. We're gonna grind our 20 grams. My plan was to try grinding at 7, but I'm gonna go all the way up to 7.5. So 7.5, that's 75 clicks on this grinder. This is as coarse as I have ground anything before on this grinder. It's as coarse as anything I've done. Jesse had told me that he had the same kind of problem with this coffee, that it's a clog monster. And what happens is a lot of coffees, they will produce a lot of fines. The coffee is more brittle, or maybe the grinder is not up to par for that particular coffee. You need something that's gonna be very uniform and produce very few fines. So the more fines you have, the more that your filter will get clogged. Okay, so one thing you could do is try to do like no agitation, which I don't like doing because I like getting that flatbed of coffee at the end. And not only that, but I want the coffee to all be saturated equally and evenly. So I like to do a little agitation, maybe not a whole bunch, but a little bit. So let's go ahead and fold the filter. This is just a Hario V60 regular filter. In a second we'll wash it and get everything warmed up. But let's go ahead and grind our 20 grams. So again, the K Plus at 7.5, 7.5, so 75 clicks. Wow. Okay, 20 grams of coffee. Again, you guys know this takes about 25 seconds. I'll put it here on the screen as to how long it took. Of course, grinding this coarse, it makes it so much easier. Put this off to the side. Let's rinse the paper and start getting everything nice and warmed up. All right. Now, although my cup is already hot because it was on top of the espresso machine for like an hour now, I'm still gonna put the hot water into the glass and just help keep it real nice and hot for our brew. Might as well use that water. All right, we got that nice light Bernardina from Proud Mary. Again, this coffee was excellent. I really enjoyed it. Let's see, Jesse. Let's see if you're right, man. Let's see if it clogs it up again. We'll see what the time will be. Okay, I'm gonna try to do a little recording with the phone. We'll see if it comes out. Last time it was pretty decent, so let's see what happens today. Okay, so again, we start by creating the little divot there in the middle. Like so. And again, I just use a chopstick. This is just a regular wooden chopstick. Okay, let's start the time. There we go. Let's get our first pour right in the middle. Then I start going around a little bit once I fill up the divot until we get 100 grams. There we go. Again, it's a little bit difficult, like doing the pouring and the phone at the same time, but I'll do my best here. Nothing like some nice hot coffee on a cold day. All right, it's pretty much drained out in 38 seconds. Second pour. From the sides, you want to wash everything down and then go in. Okay, we're at 200. Now, as far as agitation, it's just some little bit of swirling. That will ensure to saturate everything nice and evenly. Also helps to flatten out the bed of coffee so you get a nice flat bed at the end. Jesse, I don't know, man, get yourself an origami. We are really going quick here. So we're at 1:30 and it's pretty much drained through already. So let's see. Let's see how much the agitation slows it down, but it looks like it's still brewing fairly fast. Okay, we are almost at 2 minutes and that's pretty much dry now. So I'm gonna go ahead with the third pour. Man, I'm trying to pay attention to the phone and to what I'm doing here, and I'm not doing a good job of it. Again, I gotta find me some kind of stand or something. I don't have a tripod that is quite this tall. All right, so 302 grams We're at 2.5 minutes. Well, still degassing a little bit, so that blooming went by so quick it didn't have a chance to degas all the coffee. Nothing like some nice hot coffee on a cold day, guys. Hopefully you're gonna join me here with a cup. Hopefully you're brewing something good. Well, I could see the bottom, but we are over 3 minutes. Definitely 3.5 minutes. All right, we didn't get a really flat bed because of my agitation was horrible because I'm holding the phone, but it is still pretty flat. There's no mud whatsoever, and it's done, and it was just under 4 minutes. I'm gonna call it 3:50, so 3 minutes 50 seconds. So it speed up quite a bit from last time. We could get it even faster than this though. I do like the way it looks. Like it's very nice and dry. It's not muddy at all. So I think overall, good result. Let's taste it. Let's see if we got a little bit more acidity today. All right, let's give it a nice swirl in here. Get it all mixed in. So let's give a try to this Geisha Hybrid Bernardina variety coffee from Proud Mary. There's definitely a hint of acidity more than previously, but you're just never gonna get a lot of acidity out of this coffee. It's just this, it's just like a fruitier coffee. It's not very high in acidity. It does have a little bit bigger hint of it today. Let's read the tasting notes again. Okay. Yeah, strawberry, mango, apricot, and syrupy. So yeah, I mean, this just, from here, the strawberries, they do sometimes have a little bit of a acidity. Maybe apricots when they're somewhat tart, but definitely mango's a sweet fruit. So syrupy, I don't know about syrupy. It's definitely a fruity coffee. So if you like Ethiopians, you like coffees that are somewhat sweet and fruity tasting, this will do it. Now today, I gotta say the flavors are more present. I don't think I would want to get it any faster than this. I think if you start going coarser, you might get more of a higher acidity and just highs and lows, more highs and lows. But I think you're gonna lose that sweet spot. You're gonna lose that nice balance. This is wonderful. I think this is where this coffee needs to live. As far as the origami, keep it right around 3.5 minutes and you're gonna be good. Let's put it away again. I think I have like one more brew left. Again, these fellow canisters, they make a vacuum seal when you twist them like that. This little button goes in and then you see it it's like green inside. That way you know that you built a vacuum. It also gets kind of tight, you can feel it. And it helps to keep your coffee as fresh as possible. By the way, this little carafe is also from Fellow. I think I bought them at the same time. I got the EKG, the Fellow Stag EKG kettle, which by the way, it's out of all these products is the best one. It's really awesome to use. It's a pleasure to use and great for pour overs. I still got to get the hang of the whole phone and trying to go in a circle. I'm not that coordinated. So I got to find some kind of way of holding the phone over maybe I should use the GoPro. I know that they have some kind of thing you could put it on your top of your head or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, this is wonderful. Jesse, I hope you really enjoyed it. You told me that you did enjoy that coffee a whole bunch, and I do appreciate the recommendation. If you guys know of any other interesting coffees that we can order and try them, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video. The last video was the one about the visit to Seattle and the Starbucks Reserve. Today we're gonna pull a shot with that. I'm gonna try to slow it down a bit, see if I get it a little bit sweeter. And although that coffee is perfectly balanced. As a matter of fact, I think from all the coffees specialty coffees that I've tried, is the easiest one to deal with. It's just, wow, I got a super fast brew time, one of the shots you guys saw, and it was still delicious. I couldn't believe it. It's only gotten better and better. So, and as I pour over, it's like this coffee. I don't think it's ever gonna be like a really bright, high acidity coffee. It's not that. Okay, so it's always gonna stay in the sweet side. Brown sugar tasting note is very present in it. It's a very sweet coffee, fruity coffee, and it does have a little zest to it, a little hint of acidity and brightness in it for sure. It is a complex coffee. It's very nice. I highly recommend it. But it's never gonna be one of these like high acidity, really bright coffees. It's not that. That Indonesian coffee from Good Brothers, no, that's what it was. That one was a smack in the face. It was like super bright, very high acidity, and super hard to deal with. The hardest coffee to dial in ever. It just kept getting fast and slow, and it was just very hard to control. This Bernardina, top notch. First coffee I ever had from Proud Mary. Pleasantly surprised. Now it's another roaster that we'll revisit eventually. All right, I'm gonna enjoy the last of this coffee here. I'm gonna stop the clip right here so the video doesn't get like super long. And then we're gonna pull a shot of that Starbucks Reserve Hawaiian cow coffee. We'll try to dial it in so that it slows down a little bit more and make a cappuccino with it. All right, let's pull a shot. So let's start by dosing out our 18 grams. We'll dose right into the cup that came with the niche. So today we're gonna grind the niche. It's set at 14.5, so 14 and a half. We'll see how much the shot slows down from last time. All right, 18, right on the nose. Usually you gotta pull out like one bean or drop another bean in there, but today we got it right on 18. Let's do some grinding. Okay, so we are 14.5. Grind our 18 grams. We start it one more time. All right, let's check the retention, everyone's favorite part. Oh, we're at 17.9 today. So, you guys know how it goes. Plus 0.1, maybe plus 0.2, or minus 0.1, minus 0.2. All right, regardless, that's not gonna make absolutely any difference on your shot, guys. Do not stress it. All right, let's do some puck prep. Everything is nice and hot. The machine has been on for more than an hour. Okay, some WDT. Distribute and declump your coffee. Tap it down. Distribute. Okay, I got like almost no resistance with that, so obviously we got to finish tamping with this. Okay. Nice tap, it's nice and even. Again, it stays in there as it should. Lock it in and let me bring you guys in a little bit closer. All right, so let's get the scale ready. Let's hope it wants to work with me today. All right, here we go. Okay, let's see what kind of timing we get today. Nice long pre-infusion. Here we go. Oh, that shot slowed down quite a bit, guys. Quite a bit. Let's see. It's building a little bit. It might be right in that 45-second range. Let's see what we get. We're getting some nice crema, that's for sure. Nothing like that Good Brothers. That Good Brothers, that's the crema monster. That liquid amber. All right, so right at 52, I try to stop it so that it drips and maybe gets up to 53, 54. All right, here we go. All right, we ended up with 53.5 at 39 seconds. So yep, we slowed it down right to where we wanted to. It was a perfect dial in. This is a perfect scenario. Doesn't get any better. Let's see what this coffee can do with milk. So we're gonna make a cappuccino. Let's steam some milk. Oh, but first I'm gonna taste this. I'm gonna taste this, let you guys know how it is just as a straight up shot. Let's give it a nice little swirl. Wow, that is nice and thick and gooey. Oh my goodness. Man, that's the thing about that niche. It gives you some really thick shots, really delicious espresso, I gotta say. It's very well balanced. It is starting to turn to where it starts to give you a little bit of bitterness. Okay, so it's right about to go over the edge. If you slow it down any more than this, it will start to become a little bitter. Obviously, the sweetness right now is what you most notice, but in the background you can already see that little bit of bitterness creeping in, and again, due to the brew time. Still delicious. Again, this coffee is very easy to work with, and I'm sure it's gonna make a super delicious milk-based drink here. Let's go ahead and steam some milk. Nonetheless, I do have to say this coffee is a coffee that likes to be brewed fast, okay? You don't have to get, I say if you keep this right around 25 seconds on a 1-to-3 ratio like this, meaning 18 grams in and 54 grams out. So right around 25 seconds, you're gonna get the best out of this coffee. It doesn't like to go very long. That's why our other brews were so spectacular. To have just the straight up shot, I think is better the other way, but with milk I think this is gonna be absolutely delicious and spot on. So let's go ahead and steam some milk and make a cappuccino.
I can't believe what I found when I let a little piece of you into.
Again, latte art is lacking, but we did get something today. We did get a little something. All right, so I do have to say, we got a pretty nice latte art today. I mean, the top man, I almost got it. I almost got it. The first two came out really nice, and then the third one almost. It just didn't want to flow. The milk didn't want to keep flowing perfectly, but we got close. We got close. It's a pretty nice one. Anyway, this is one of the easiest coffees that I've had to deal with. It's very easy to dial in. It works like on a very wide range of brew times. So it's really easy to work with. And again, as milk based, I'm sure it's gonna be wonderful. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. All right, so let's taste it. I hope you guys are enjoying some coffee right about now. Cheers. Man, that is good. Wow. You know, this coffee works for everything. You can do awesome pour overs with it. You can do milk-based drinks. You can do just straight shots of espresso. It's an all-arounder and very easy to deal with, very easy to dial in. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna look out for some more coffee from Hawaii, from maybe try to find some Kona, but I know they told me right now it's pretty tough to do that. But again, we'll keep our eyes open. Man, this is great. So yeah, got some chilly weather. I know on the northeast of the United States it's just absolutely freezing and horrible right now. I hope you guys are staying safe, stay warm. And last night, it dipped here in Miami. It dipped down to just about, as cold as it was when we visited Seattle. Pretty weird. That almost never happens. But it got into the low 40s. And in Seattle, it was right in the 40s for the most part. At night, it dipped into the upper 30s, I think it was, mid to upper 30s, something like that. It didn't get much colder than that. I know they obviously they got hit with a cold front right after we left. That's what's been happening now for the last few days. And it cooled things down in Miami as well. It's nice to see some nice chilly weather over here. Man, this is wonderful. Okay, so I am working on that video that I told you guys about. The one where James Hoffman talks about the different store-bought coffees, US store-bought coffees, and he rated them and came up with his top pick. If you guys watch that, the one that I always go for, that Dunkin' Donuts, he actually picked in third place. It's hard to say if it was third or fourth, but in my opinion, I think it was third because he didn't really rank them like that. So it was hard to say, but in my opinion, it was third. It could have been fourth, right behind the Starbucks Blonde Roast, which I also always say that, it's pretty good. And then the other two, well, I'll show you guys when I make that video, but I think that'll be kind of fun to do that comparison. So I have one more that's on order that hasn't arrived yet, and then we'll put that video together and compare the top 4 coffees that James Hoffman picked. And I wonder if that'll be my same opinion. You guys know I'm a little biased towards that Dunkin' Donuts because I've had it so many times. But we'll see. Maybe I've never tried the ones that beat it out. So I did try the Starbucks one, and in my opinion, the Dunkin' Donuts, it's a little bit better than that Blonde Roast from Starbucks. But we'll see the other two. I have never tried them, so it's gonna be a fun video. But anyway, guys, enjoy. If you're having some coffee, enjoy it. Cheers. Stay warm, stay safe. Please give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I really do appreciate everyone that reaches out and leaves comments. That means a whole bunch. You guys don't know. The fact that you're engaging with the videos, asking questions, and giving me your thoughts and stuff like that, it really makes a big difference, because that's what makes these videos fun for me. Recording myself making coffee every time. I mean, I would make coffee regardless. Something that's gonna happen no matter what. It's my hobby, but I wouldn't be recording it for what? The fact that that you guys are engaging with the videos, leaving comments and liking the videos. You know, that's what makes it worth it for me. It keeps me interested in the whole thing and building a little club here. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. I've been pretty steady with the videos every weekend, so we'll keep going as long as you guys keep enjoying them and reaching out and engaging with me in regards to all this coffee stuff. Then I'll keep making them. It's pretty fun. The only part I really don't enjoy is the editing. The recording doesn't bother me at all, and I would be making the coffee regardless whether I'm recording or not. So it does make it fun to see people enjoy it together with me. So anyway, guys, I do appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for the comments, the likes, and all the new subscribers that have come into the channel. I really do appreciate it. And, you know, thank you for everything. And I'll see you guys next week.